just like that. Work hard and play hard and grind hard. I'll be right back.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Arvadeezy Sports Channel with your boy Arvadeezy. We got a good one for you today in store. I'm going to give my thoughts about all the players that we drafted from the 2024 NFL Draft. You know, I'm excited. I thought Adam Peters and company did a fairly good job of gathering and picking all these players. I really do like what they have done. You know, with that said, I got a list of all the players that they have, and I'm going to do a quick rundown. But before I do all of that, I want to take a shout out, give a quick shout out to the people that recently subscribed to my channel. I'm nothing without you guys. And make sure you turn on your notification button, and please continue to watch and enjoy what I do, the content that I put out. I'm nothing without you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. But anyway, let's get right into it. The number one guy that we drafted, Mr. Jaden Daniels. That was a no-brainer. We all knew he was going to get drafted at number 2. We all knew the Commanders was going to draft him. Despite all the speculations and allegations and all this, that, and the fourth, I stood firm and 10 toes down on the pick, and he was ecstatic to be here based on his body languages and stuff like that. What's not to like about the Washington Commanders, coming to the Washington Commanders, if you're any team, any player that's being drafted by the Waston Commanders, why wouldn't you like them? They got a new ownership, new management, new coach, new everything, man. They're trying to move forward in a positive direction. With that being said, number 2 player that stood out to me the most, who I really, really like the most, you know, out of everybody besides Jaden Daniels. Oh, no, he's going to be my 2A player besides Jaden Daniels, number 1. So he's going to be my 2A player that stood out the most. And that's Ben Sinnott. Tight end is something that we didn't have in a long time since Jordan Reed. Some people may say Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas was inconsistent. He was hurt. You know, that's why I say he's inconsistent. But when he was healthy, he was just okay. He was just okay. He was average with a few spectacular catches here and there, but he was nothing to brag home to mom about. I'm so thankful that we upgraded that position with Zach Ertz. And now the young standout, Ben Sinnott. I'm really ecstatic. I was really ecstatic once I put on the tape, and it just popped out everything, man. His catching ability, the run after the catch. The guy runs through tackles. He's got good hands, good speed, you know, adequate in blocking. I mean, 6'4", 250 pounds, man. You know, I mean, you talking about a target in the red zone, and the guy could jump. So, did I mention he has excellent hands? So that was my 2A player. My 2B player is Johnny Newton. Johnny Newton was drafted 36 overall, defensive tackle, first team All-American, 4-year starter at Illinois, recorded 188 tackles and 18 sacks, very quick hands and feet, powerful and explosive at the point of attack. And sometimes just a dominant force and a backfield disruptor. Man, that sounds like Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne. Now you got 3 guys that can cause havoc. You know, so I'm impressed. Some may say, why pick a defensive tackle at that spot? Well, you got to go with the best player available. This guy was slated to be a first-round guy, you know, anywhere in the first round. So when you got a guy that was slated to go in the first round by everybody, you know, barring injury at the end of the season, he kind of slipped. So when he's sitting there at the second round, like early in the second round, even Adam Peters say, man, I can't believe he's still here. Like, he was shocked, like, this guy's still here? Like, what? Oh, my goodness, we got to get this guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was saying. Next player, Brandon Coleman, 67 pick overall, 6'4", 313 pounds, all Big 12 honors in 2022, 3-year starter and team captain in 2023, and he offers roster flexibility. Let me go back up to Ben Sinnott. I'm getting my grade. I forgot to get my grade. Ben Sinnott was an A+ player. Johnny Newton was an A- because of the injuries. And that's the only reason. Brandon Coleman, an A- player, offensive tackle. You know, he offers flexibility And we know about the player flex. Ron used to like position flex. Ron Rivera used to like to say, Brandon Coleman is a big guy. He's a big, strong guy. He's got good hands. You need to work on a few things. Technique, you need to be more technique sound. But with good coaching, I truly trust this coaching staff. I really do, as far as teaching and developing these players. That's why I'm secure in the players who they pick, because I know they'll do a great job of coaching these guys up. Next player, Dominique Hampton, safety, Waston Huskies, pick 161. He's an intriguing depth chart. He's an intriguing depth chart option to our team. More likely on special teams, player while he learned. And he's also a devastating hitter. This guy, he comes in and just do his thing. And I like a player like that. He's got swagger. He's got confidence. He played with a high motor. That's suitable for special teams. And who knows, man? Like I said, I trust this coaching staff to get guys like him coached up. And he may potentially be a starter, if not this year, but sometimes next year. You never know. Somebody get hurt and you got to put him in. You never know. He may shine. You never know. Javonte next up. Oh, and I give Dominique Hampton a B grade. Next up, Javonte Jean-Baptiste. Javonte John Baptiste. Sorry about that. Edge rusher, Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Pick number 222. I heard he was a phenomenal. I heard he has a phenomenal spin move. Solid pick, but still has a ways to go. He looks like he needs to still develop. He may not make the team. Based on what I saw, he does has a good spin move. But he needs work. He needs work. Good coaching staff, like I said. Meantime, between time, he could be on teams. You know what I'm saying? I give him a B plus because I look at him as a special team player for now. Strictly a special teams player. Jordan McGee, linebacker, out of Temple, pick number 139. McGee is fast, man. You notice that right off the tape, it jumps out. McGee is a very fast player. He has tremendous instincts, and he gets to the contact points quickly. Needs to clean up his tackling a bit. He was also a team captain. Jordan McGee, once again, he's a depth player, need to be coached up. Definitely needs to be coached up. I give that grade a B plus though, because he has potential. He has potential to make this roster and back the likes of Jamin Davis, those guys up. Nuvu, he can fit right on in, special team player also. Next up, Luke McCaffrey out of Rice, wide receiver 100 pick. He's what I seen on the tape, man. Luke. I like Luke, man. Luke very passionate. He's great at catching contested balls. No diddy. He's more suited for special teams and occasionally playing, in at the slot position. I can see Luke playing at the slot position, occasionally here and there. You know what I'm saying? You want to throw a little wrinkle up in there. You get, spare somebody for some rest, a breather. You pick, you put Luke up in there, man, but more suited for special teams for now. I like that guy, though. He's passing. His helmet kept getting out. Somebody need to tell him to tighten up his chin strap a little bit more. His helmet just keep coming off. Every time he get in the end zone, I notice it always comes off in the end zone. Maybe he know he about to score, so he want everybody to see his face. So he does it enough just to where as though his helmet come off, so he won't get penalized for taking off his helmet after he score and celebrate. So you want everybody to see him. Yeah, I get it, Luke. I'm on to you, man. I give Luke a B. Next up, Mike Sainristil, Mike Sainristil out of Michigan, pick number 50. I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna sum it up. Nick Saban gave this guy the stamp of approval saying that he was pound for pound the best player in the draft. And when I put on the tape, it pops out. This guy just always around the ball, man. He's always putting his neck. He's a short guy, but he's always playing like he plays like he's 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". You know, he's a short guy, man, but he's always got his head somewhere, man, his hand somewhere. He's always around. He's got a knack for being at the right place at the right time. He's tenacious. He don't give up. He plays fast. You know, he got a lot of heart, I see. Just a tremendous football player, man. That's what I got to say. If I got any way to sum him up, I'm just going to sum him up as a tremendous football player. And I'll give Mike, I'll give him an A because he played on a championship team. This guy just plays with a lot of heart. That was sum it up for the guys that we drafted that was not undrafted. Now, as far as undrafted players, you know, we got a list of them, but I'm gonna tell you who the standouts are. I'm gonna go through the list, and then I'm gonna come back and say who are the standout players. So first off, we got Sam Hartman. We got Austin Jones. We got Sam Hartman, quarterback out of Notre Dame. We got Austin Jones, a running back out of USC. We got A.J. Woods, a defensive back out of Pitt. We got Narelle Pollard, a defensive tackle out of Virginia Tech. Tyler Owens, defensive back out of Texas Tech. We got Michael Wiley, a running back out of Arizona. We got Bo Bauer, a linebacker out of Notre Dame. We got Ben Nickel, safety out of Iowa State. We got Marcus Rosemead, Jack Saint. Hold up, man. Time out, bro. Let's do this again. Marcus Rosemead, Jack Saint, a wide receiver out of Georgia. Okay, Mr. Jack Saint. We got David Wagugu, offensive tackle, Toledo. And then we got Chiy Ogwumike, cornerback, Colorado State. Now, okay. Out of all those players I named, I just want to make fun of Sam Hartman real quick. I think he's a Sam Howell clone, man, if you ask me. He's a Sam Howell clone, man. You know, they both got the same initials, SH. They both short in stature. They both got the same type of game. Just wild, fiery kind of guys. You know, he's got a great touch on his ball, though. But Sam Hartman, that was an interesting pick. Being as though we got a lot of quarterbacks in camp right now. But anyway, yeah. Narelle Pollard, man, the defensive tackle out of Virginia Tech, he just stands out, man. You put on the tape, he just stands out, man. He's a dominating presence, dominating force. I think he may make the team. He may make the team, man. I really like him, man. I wouldn't be surprised. Mark my words, y'all. Remember that name, Narelle Pollard. May make this team, and don't be surprised. That's all I can say. The next standout was Tyler Owens, defensive back out of Texas Tech, man. He's quick to the ball, very quick to the ball. He stands out, it pops right out at you, man. When you put on the tape, a guy like Tyler Owens he's just always around the ball. He's very quick to the ball, man. Very quick. Next up, my man Chiy Ogwumike. Chiy Ogwumike, man, Colorado State, he got a lot of swag, man. That's the one thing you need if you're playing cornerback in the NFL. You gotta have swag, man. And this guy has tons of it. He even got a signature move that he does after he break up a ball or get an interception. I really like Chiy Ogwumike. Don't be surprised if Narelle Pollard, Tyler Owens, Chiy Ogwumike make this football team. And last but not least, far as undrafted players, my man Michael Wiley. For the life of me, I don't know why this guy did not get drafted. Michael Wiley is very fast and shifty. Great burst, and he is explosive. Great hands and can play slot receiver also. For the life of me, you guys cut on the tape and you look at Michael Wiley out of Arizona. Man, this guy gonna make this team. And I'm surprised. And we be stupid enough to cut this guy and don't put him on the practice squad or whatever just to keep him around, he's going to make us pay, man. We're going to regret that, man. He's going to go somewhere and he's going to shine. I don't know why Michael Wiley. I didn't do enough research, but just by watching the tape, the limited runs that he had, this guy is a weapon. He's a football player. He is a weapon on offense. You could utilize him in so many ways. I know a guy like Andy Reid, if he was on the Kansas City Chiefs, a guy like Andy Reid will make such usage of this guy. This guy's he's talented, man. He can play. He can play football. He's not big, like he's not a stocky running back. That's why I say he's a tweener to me. He's like a wide receiver / running back, slightly bigger than Curtis Samuels. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's Debo Samuels, not like that, because he's not big enough. But this guy could be utilized as a slot wide receiver or a running back catching out of the backfield, or he can run. He's demonstrated that he can run outside the tackles and in between the tackles. So this is a guy to keep our eye on, man. Remember that name, Michael Wiley. But anyway, guys, I just want to wrap this up. I just want to do a quick synopsis of all these players. I ran through the entire list of players that we drafted this year in the draft 2024, and my overall grade of everyone is, I'll say, for Adam Peters and them, I'll give Adam Peters and the whole entire staff pretty much an A-. They didn't really get any suspect players, man. You know how sometimes in the past, well, you can go in the undrafted portion of it, and like I said, out of all these players that was undrafted, at least 4 of them stood out to me. You know, that's pretty damn good. Some 4 undrafted players, like these players could possibly make this team, and I wouldn't be surprised, especially Michael Wiley, and Chiy Ogwumike, especially those two. If they don't make this team, and Narelle Pollard, I'll be appalled if those 3 players don't make this team or the special or practice squad. You got to keep these players around. These guys are good. They did a great job of drafting players this year. I am very impressed and very optimistic and confident in the years to come with this general manager and his entire staff. I am greatly confident. Well, anyway, I thank you all for tuning in. It's the RVD Sports Channel. I'm nothing without you guys. Peace.